What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Beat the market one trade at a time. For your Market Marauders, an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. If there's something you're interested in, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below. Like, comment, and share. Also, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It definitely helps the YouTube algorithm and helps to promote the videos. So today the House met to go over the $2.2 trillion proposition for the stimulus bill, and it says the House passes the $2.2 trillion stimulus bill, but that doesn't mean that the $1,200 checks and more unemployment benefits are on the way. So I'm going to briefly go over this article, basically outlining what is going on and what you can expect to have in your account as far as stimulus is concerned. So as you all may have been known or following in the news, the House has been meeting multiple times to try to go over the stimulus bill. So it says the House and Representatives passed a $2.2 trillion pandemic relief bill Thursday evening, which is today, in a 214 to 207 vote. It says even the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Stephen continued to push for a last-minute bipartisan compromise on the next round of aid. The vote is a symbolic step from Democrats, but the legislation is widely opposed by House and Senate Republicans and is not expected to become a law. So here are some of the key items or key takeaways that you should see in the actual bill itself. Now, if you want to go through an in-depth review, if you look up below, I'll link a video basically detailing the proposed plan for the $2.2 trillion, and it goes a little bit more in depth on all the things that were proposed in this bill. So the $2.2 trillion plan passed by the House Democrats is pared down, an updated version of the $3.4 trillion HEROES Act, which passed the House, but passed the House in May, but was not taken up by Republican-led Senate. It includes the second round of $1,200 stimulus checks, $600 weekly federal unemployment benefits, $436 billion in new state and local aid, $282 billion for education and childcare, the new money for hard-hit airline and restaurant industries, among other provisions. Also in that legislation, there were talks about OSHA regulations for companies, as well as there was no specific amount, but it was talking about help for those who have been displaced, with the whole housing crisis. So help for people paying rent, paying utilities, and also help for those who are trying to make rent payments. So there was no exact amount in that proposal, but it said help was going to come to those as well. Also in the proposal, there was extended help for the PPP program, which small businesses have been able to take advantage of. So that was in there as well. Democrats were able to cut the price tag of the original HEROES Act by more than $1 trillion, largely by shortening the duration of those benefits, but House Republicans called the new bill dead on arrival. In the Senate, they described the original HEROES Act in the same way. Many Republican members of the House opposed the $2.2 trillion plan as partisan, unrealistic, and most critically too expensive. So yeah, that's basically how they feel about it. Without White House and at least some of the Senate support, the HEROES Act 2.0 does not have any meaningful chance of becoming law. It is not clear if the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, will be willing to bring the bill to the Senate floor to vote, since a significant proportion of his party doesn't support it. So it sounds like it's not completely passed, but they came to an agreement that this is what they want. So this is a quote from Nancy Pelosi during the meetings. She said, "This is not just a money debate and a language debate. It is a debate on values." And that's kind of funny of her to say, since she snuck off and got her hair done during the pandemic, even though her state was closed. So I think that's pretty funny that she said it's about values and not about money. But that's neither here nor there. It says today's so-called compromise isn't realistic or responsible. House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy said during the debate, it's Pelosi's pipe dream. 2.0, and it's filled with the same radical, reckless, and ridiculous ideas as the first bill. So 18, which says that's how many Democrats voted against the bill. No Republicans crossed the aisle to vote in favor of the plan. The vote comes, and this is some more background information, the vote comes as Pelosi and Mnuchin negotiate on behalf of top Democrats and White House, respectively, and have been so far unable to broker a deal on the next federal aid. So it says Pelosi with the White House counteroffer of $2.2 trillion, Democratic bill. The counteroffer was worth $1.6 trillion and included $250 billion in state and local aid and $400 in weekly federal unemployment benefits. As of Thursday afternoon, the two sides were still facing major disagreements over the amount of new funding in state local aid and the structure of some potential tax charges, including a Democratic bid to make the child tax credit more generous. So these are some key items to watch for. So Pelosi and Mnuchin are expected to continue to work to pursue a compromise, even though Pelosi signaled there would be no deal on Thursday night. Top negotiators restarted talks this week after negotiations fell apart. So very interesting what's going on. It seems like it passed, in my opinion, but definitely going to be looking for some more updates, especially looking to see as this draws closer to election time, how this will actually affect the economy and how the market will react to that. When the first bill was passed, the first stimulus, the market actually went up. It went really green. Everybody was, consumer confidence was, at an all-time high. So I'm interested to see if they'll definitely pass this before elections. Also, on the horizon, we got to look at vaccines and those vaccine candidates. So I know today Moderna said that they were not going to have their vaccine ready until around Thanksgiving, which does not meet the deadline that President Trump is saying. So the only one that I've seen that is still on track for the deadline is Pfizer. So I would say definitely keep your eyes out on Pfizer as the weeks go on. And see what their updates are on their actual vaccine. So good luck to everybody trading out there. Hope this information helped you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if it did help you. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.